Now I know I thought it when I first came to New York City, but that New Year's Eve ball, it's a lot smaller than they make it look on TV, right? Yeah. Little word of advice, if you ever come back to New York City for New Year's Eve, don't go to Times Square. People get up very, very early in the morning and they gate people in for 11 hours. And there are no restrooms, so people are literally wearing diapers. Just to be in Times Square for New Year's Eve.
그거
They're better
31일에는
off watching
일찍
from home.
일어나서 11시에 화장실도 없어가지고 거의 다 기적이죠.
Looks like some of the stunt artists are trying to gather up some people.
네, 그럴 수밖에 없잖아.
I haven't seen the one where they're always trying to jump over like a group of 5 people. Or these might just be dancers or stunt artists. We'll see. Thanksgiving break is a very inoffensive time to go to New York City. Yeah, there's always the Thanksgiving Day Parade. I'm not a huge parade person, so it's just a matter of personal taste. But I think the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, it's nowhere near as chaotic as going to New Year's Eve here in New York City. Oh, and of course in New York City we've got lots of amazing people in costumes that resemble totally non-copywritten characters. Try not to accidentally be in the background of a photo with them because they will charge you money. Or they'll at least try. Alright, coming up on our right here, was a stage and movie theater that was the site of Frank Sinatra's very first solo performance. It was also where Elvis Presley's movie Love Me Tender first premiered. And now you can love you some chicken tenders at the Hard Rock Cafe, which it now hosts. Now that we don't have the cover, it's so easy to just wave to all the people. And now that the weather's great, there's so many people in the city. It's really starting to feel like New York again. Now I am a little curious to get to know some of these people. Who here is visiting from outside the country? Where are you visiting from, my friends? From India. Is this your first time in New York City? Very nice. How many days have you been in the city so far? 3 days? And how many days total are you, how many days are you going to be visiting in New York? 1 whole week. Great amount of time. Lots of great things to do. What's been your favorite part of the city so far? The streets. Just like seeing all the businesses and all the places to go. All the buildings. It's such a beautiful city, right? Absolutely. And of course, we're passing by one of New York City's subway stations. Has anyone taken the subway yet? You've taken the subway? One of the most cost-effective and quickest ways to get around New York City. And I always like to say, the New York City subway, where you'll see something new every day. All right, so we're going to be welcoming some more friends on the bus. If there's anyone in any single seats who might want to join another friend, so any other groups can get double seats. coming up on our left is the New Amsterdam Theater, home of Aladdin, and then on our right, the New York Theater, home of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And then you'll notice Madame Tussauds Wax Sculpture Museum, where you'll find that those wax sculptures will come to life at any moment. David and Galore, everyone. And then you might also notice the Dave & Buster's and Applebee's and the AMC Empire Theater. A fun fact, that AMC Empire Theater actually used to be where the Dave & Buster's is now. They actually physically picked up the entire AMC Empire and moved it over a couple hundred yards. Because if they want something done in New York City, damn it, they will find a way to make it happen. Very similar to one of our famous Broadway theaters here, the Palace Theater. It was actually raised up an entire story recently. It just got done being raised up a story. And you'll never guess what they put in that new first story of the Palace Theater. It was a New York City souvenir shop. Over on the corner on our left, we have Carlos Bake Shop, Times Square location of the iconic bakery from the hit TLC TV show Cake Boss. And you can get yourself one of their world famous cannolis. Or if you got the money, get yourself, I don't know, a cake that looks like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. If I missed anyone with the QR code, you can tell me over, or I will also have it at the door. I've been very close, but I've never hit my head. No, there's really not. I have a lot of coworkers who are very fortunately like this tall, and I really do envy them. Sometimes being tall is not the privilege you think it is, if this is your job. So our final drop-off point will be about 4 blocks this way. And as I said, you will just need to go 1 block to your right to get back to the original stop 1, where the TKTS booth is and the Olive Garden is. You'll pass Sixth the Musical there. Sixth the Musical is another great show. For anyone not familiar, that is a show where the 6 wives of Henry VIII form a rock band and are having a competition to see who gets to be the leader of their band. There's also a parody of Six running off Broadway right now called 5. Yeah. Well, 5 is a very interesting one. Great show, that's a great show. And then if you're ever looking for any places to get food after this tour, I recommend going to 45th Street between 7th Avenue and 8th Avenue. They like to call that Restaurant Row. So there's lots of great restaurant options in that area of Times Square. I also recommend Smash Burger for my lactose intolerant friends because they do offer dairy-free milkshakes, and I'm having them. They are quite delicious.